over the board. Let's react to this question together on quadratic equation. The question says, use factorization method to solve the equation below. 4x squared minus 5x plus 9 is equal to 0. We are going to solve it together. Solution. Now, let me write out the equation. 4x squared minus 5x plus 1 is equal to 0. Before we can solve this equation, first of all, anytime you are given quadratic equation, you are going to first of all look at the coefficient of s. Anytime you want to solve quadratic equation that the coefficient of s squared is more than 1, you have to multiply the first term with the third term. So step 1 is to multiply the first term with the last term. This is the first term. This is the last term. We multiply them together, which should give us 4x squared times 1 will give us 4s squared. That's step 1. Then the next thing you are going to do is to look for two numbers such that when you multiply it together, it will give us 4, but when you add it together, it will give us 5s. Then what are the two numbers that we can multiply that will give us 4s? That will give us 4s squared, and when we add it together, it will give us this one. When you multiply 2 times 2 together, it will still give us 4, but it cannot sum up to be 5s. So what other number? 4 and 1. But this time around, this one will carry minus sign, this one will carry minus sign. Then you now split this s squared. This one will be s, and this one will be s. Now let's write the equation back. We have 4s squared minus 5s plus 1 is equal to 0. That's the first step. Then the step we are going to take now is to replace this 5s with these two numbers. We have it as 4s squared minus 4s minus 1s plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, the next step is to group it into 2. Step 2, group it into 2. That is, you write this and together. 4s squared minus 4s, that's 1. Then the second one is minus 1s, minus 1s plus 1. Now, we have grouped it together. It's equal to 0. Now, the next thing is to factorize. Factorize. What do you mean by factorize? Look for number, the one that can go in each other like this one. Is it 4s squared that will go in 4s? Or 4s will go in 4s squared? So 4s will go in 4s squared. So we bring it as 4s into. When you divide, you have 4s squared divided by 4s. 4s. You know that this will cancel this. This will cancel 1 here. You cancel 1 out of these 2. So we have s minus. Now, we want to divide this one with the other one too. 4s divided by 4s. No, it has cancelled. It will now give us minus 1. Now, what can go in these two? Minus 1, you bring it out. We are factorizing it. So we have minus 1s divided by minus 1. This will cancel this. This one will cancel this. Then this will cancel this. We have s. Now, the next thing is to plus 1 divided by minus 1. So this one will now give us minus 1. Minus 1 is equal to 0. The next thing to do now is to take out of this. We have s minus 1 into 4s minus 1 is equal to 0. You can now say s minus 1 is equal to 0, or 4s minus 1 is equal to 0. Now for this one, we have s will be equal to 1, or Because when this one crosses equal sign, it becomes plus. Now we have 4s will be equal to 0 plus 1, because when it crosses equal sign, it become plus 1. So now we are going to divide both sides by 4 to give us two isolated. We have 4s divided by 4 is equal to 1. 0 plus 1 is 1 divided by 4. Use to cancel this. Therefore, our s is equal to 1 all over 4. Therefore, the value of s is equal to 1 or 1 all over 4, which is our final answer. Thank you. Those are the two